We got this from a Native American in Arizona. Can anybody tell me what it is? I'll give you a hint. The sun. The sun kachina, to be exact. Now that's a little harder. Does anybody know what a kachina is?
No.
Well, it's a kind of a spirit in nature. It's like the energy of the sun. There's another for the flight of the eagle. Another of the power for the power of the rain to make things grow. This is also a rattle for the bean dance ceremony of the Hopi Indians. The bean dance ceremony is about growing. Sprouts into beans, cubs into bears, girls and boys into women and men. In the bean dance ceremony, every Hopi boy and girl that's reached the age of 11 or 12 is given their name for the first time. Of course, you had names before this, but they were nicknames. Now you get your real name, your dream name, you might call it, because it may come to you in the form of a dream, or it may come to you as a long journey that you must make, or as a hard task that you must perform, or it may come as all three at once. That's what happened to this girl. We're going to tell you her story, because her dream or vision was a very special one. One, in fact, that may help to prevent the end of the world. And in telling you her story, we are inviting you into a kind of ceremony as well. Not a bean dance ceremony, because we're not Hopi Indians, obviously. But it is a kind of ceremony to help prevent the end of the world. So I'm going to take Tawa here, the sun kachina, put him in his rightful place, overlooking the high desert of Arizona and New Mexico, and we'll begin our story. "300 winters ago, when Conchada the white man first came to the sacred circle of the Hopi, he came in armor, with sword and lance, and he called himself Conquistador, conqueror. These were Spanish soldiers, Spanish monks, marching north from Mexico into what we now call Arizona and New Mexico. But instead of the rich forests and golden cities they had heard about, all they saw was dry soil and tiny villages. The villages they were able to conquer with their swords and lances. But the soil had ideas of its own. And it was on this soil, the sacred land of the Hopis, that the conquistadors first built their mission churches and tried to turn the Hopis into Christians. Now, Santa Fe at this time was not a great town in New Mexico as it is today, but simply one of these mission churches. And it's in this church, one early afternoon in the year 1680, that our story really begins. The girl they called Maria, orphaned at an early age, adopted by a Spanish priest, was praying before Conquistadora, the Spaniard's image of the Virgin Mary. Maria herself was on the brink of her confirmation in the Christian church. Nomine Domini Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Conquistadora, Queen of Heaven and Mother of us all, why does Padre El Defenso call me a soldier of Christ? I don't want to be a soldier of any kind. I want to be called Maria, like you. But, well, I don't want to disobey the Padre either. Please, help me to understand.
All right, you. All right. Come right this way. Where's the Padre?
He'll be here in a minute.
We found this Hopi slave doing a rain dance. We're taking him to the square to be whipped.
No! Why?
The rain dance is blasphemy, sweetheart.
But you're going to whip him for dancing?
It's the law!
But you must be merciful. Think of Conquistadora.
We do think of Conquistadora. Where do you think she got her name? Say, listen. Isn't that a confirmation veil I see there on your head?
Well, yes?
You'd better learn how to treat these heathen savages if you want to be a soldier of Christ, sweetheart. Standing Bear?
What? No. My name is Maria.
I have stolen your name, little daughter. I see Standing Bear in your face. Come on, you. You'll be barely standing by the time we get through with you. You must find the spider grandmother. She will help you get your name back. Come on, you. We got someone make you dance, all right? Come right this way. Right this way.
No, please, don't whip him. But they whipped him. Until he bled. And strange to say, as they whipped him, he did not cry out. And strange to say, as they whipped him, rain, the first in 7 moons, began to fall. The girl they called Maria, feeling the rain on her face, hearing the sound of the whip, seeing the unmoved face of Conquistadora, and remembering the words of the Hopi brave about Spider Grandmother and her name, ran away into the high desert in confusion. Like a deer she ran. Like a river she ran. Weeping like the rain she ran. But suddenly, she found herself at the brink of a 2,000-foot chasm. It was the gorge of the Rio Grande. Exhausted, she fell to her knees and began to pray. Conquistadora? But instead of Conquistadora, she felt something behind her ear.
Do not crush me, little one, and I will help you.
It was a spider. And all at once, a great rope bridge, like a spider's web, swept out on the wind of the rain and hooked itself at her feet.
You will find what you are seeking. If you are brave, and if you trust me.
It was the spider. This tiny spider was talking to her, and now it began to sing.
I am your mother, mother of your mother, and of all the earth you stand on. What you call me? Spider mother, spider grandmother. Do you see that river below?
What? Oh, yes, it's so far down I can hardly make it out.
Like this river, you must make a long journey back to the home that made you up to go, to find your name, your song, your story. Back to the high rock, the village of your people.
My people? But who are my people, Kokyong Muki?
If you want to find out, you must cross over the bridge.
Bridge? But I can't cross that bridge. It would never hold me. I'd be killed.
Come now. Pull your courage about you and step onto the bridge. This is but the first step in a long journey.